happens to you over the sound of music? Yes, I was.
Go to each side, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Brilliant work. Cheers, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, winners for original song from Shallow from A Star Is Born, Lady Gaga, Mark Ronson, Anthony Rezimundo, and Andrew Wyatt. Oh, yeah. I'm going to start with 112, and then I'll go to the back at 255.
Hi, this is Marietta Melrose from Bulgaria. Amazing job. Just congratulations. You've touched people around the world. And because, as a testimony of your work, I want to shine light upon your documentary. You started your documentary with a Bulgarian song. How did you guys decide to do that? And thank you for doing it.
Well, I have to actually give all that credit to Chris Mukabel, who is the director of that film. That was his idea, and I think he did a beautiful job.
Thank you. Everyone should watch your documentary.
Thank you.
We're going back to 255.
G'day guys, just up the back here. Andrew Bucklow from news.com.au in Australia. Gaga, to you specifically. Sorry,
where are you?
Up the back.
And give me 1 second. So we're going to him, and then we'll go to 24.
The handsome man up the back. Gaga, you have so many fans that are members of the LGBTQI community. At the moment, so many of them are on the way to Sydney to celebrate for the gay and lesbian Mardi Gras. Your songs, as well as Shallow, will be on repeat throughout the whole festival. I'm wondering if there's a message that you can send to everyone who's on their way to Mardi Gras.
What I would love to say is one of the hardest things in life is to be brave enough to be yourself. I wish to everyone that is going to that celebration to feel a joy inside of them. That's actually what Bradley said to me yesterday, right before we did our last rehearsal for this performance of Shallow. He said, let's just drop a little bit of joy. And I said, okay. And it turns out joy did a whole lot for me. So I'll tell you something. I hope that everyone there in Sydney feels so much joy and celebrates all sexual identities. And I also have a true dream in our future as we evolve as humanity, that these award shows will not be male and female, but that we include everyone.
We're going to 24, and then I'll go to 140.
Hi, I'm over here to your right, Charlie from Crystal Vision Media. Congratulations to all of you. Gaga, can you talk a little bit about what you talked about on stage? I think that a lot of people might look at you and all the wins and success you've had in your life, and they don't really see what you've been through to get to where you are today. Can you talk a little bit about some of the struggles that you've had to overcome and what's brought you to where you are today?
Well, I'll have to bring the gentleman up with me a little closer while I answer this question. Because firstly, what I would like to say is, for this film, there were many songs written, but there was one song that was written with true friends of mine that I've known, who know everything about me, the ups and the downs. And the truth is, people see what they see on the outside. And in some way, shape, or form, at times, we become archetypes. But the truth is, I was so determined to live my dreams, and yet there was so much in the way. There were so many things I did not anticipate that broke me, that tortured me, that traumatized me. And I think sometimes what you are trying to clarify is that people think that it comes easy to us because when we show up and we have our suits on, that it's all okay. But the truth is, every single person on this stage has been through so much. We are friends. We have worked on ourselves in life. We have tried to heal through the torment of this industry and being artists. And The truth is that this is very, very hard work, and it is not for the faint of heart, but I would never want to imply that anyone in the world is faint of heart. I wanted everyone tonight to feel like they could be each one of us on that stage. And I'm so very grateful that I got to be up there with these incredible men that I call my friends. I remember the moment we wrote this song together. It was grave, it was beautiful, and I'm so honored to be here.
Hey.
We're going to go to 140 and then 189.
Hello, Taylor Kay from Toronto. We have your song in heavy rotation, so thank you for that.
Thank you.
And music plays such an integral part in movies. I'm asking the question, what movie soundtrack did you, Lady Gaga and Mark, first purchase? What was your first movie soundtrack?
Mine was either Top Gun or Beverly Hills Cop. That puts about like my age on display, and Axel F and Top Gun theme. So yeah, there you go.
For me, it was The Bodyguard. Come on.
Singles, I think it was. There was
Oh, you had to pick a cool one.
yeah.
That's good.
No, but I didn't end up really liking it that much, except for the one song at the beginning of it as well.
Risky Business.
Ooh.
All right.
We're going to go here to 189 and then back to 44.
This is Lady Gaga right here in front.
Hi.
Scott Hoover with New York Magazine. This has been clearly, we saw it tonight, we've seen it at other evenings throughout this whole experience for you, a very emotional journey that you've been on. And I'm curious what you felt making the movie, writing the songs, getting through this night, how it has set the table for what you want to do going forward and maybe more importantly, who you want to be.
I want to continue to be myself. I want to continue to fight for what I believe in and do my best. The truth is, I am not standing here tonight for myself. And I think I can speak for these men standing next to me, that they are not standing here tonight for themselves either. We are standing here for all of you. We love making music. We love making art. I love being an actress. And the truth is, when this Oscar was handed to me tonight, I looked right in the eyes of it, and I saw a lot of pain. I saw all the things that I've been through. And I also felt the camaraderie and the truth of the pain that the men standing next to me have been through as well. I said it before and I'll say it again. This is not easy work, and nothing was handed to us. And I couldn't be prouder to be up here with my real friends. We really sat in a room and wrote a song together, not knowing if anyone would give a damn. And we talked to each other about life. Say something, Mark. I can't keep talking.
Well, we also, me and her drank a lot of Jameson. She sat at a piano, I'm telling you. Like,
Then, not today.
She sat at a piano, and we all had headphones on, and there was like this slightly quiet, hushed vibe in the room, and Anthony was playing a guitar, and I remember when she first was kind of like throwing out melodies, she's like, "Tell me something, girl," and all my hair stood up, and I thought, like, it felt like someone hugging my soul from like the heavens. And that's what this song has. It has melancholy, it has triumph, it has the feeling of a hug, all these things. And then the performance in the film and Bradley's direction is what then put it in everyone's hearts. So
Yes.
that's all I could really.
We have to thank Bradley tremendously, because the truth is, everybody in this room knows this song would not be what it is without this film and without Bradley Cooper,
Yeah.
and without his incredible voice on this record, and without the way he shot this
Yeah.
moment in this film. It's backwards. I'm sorry.
We didn't even know, because we weren't in the film, making the film like Lady Gaga wasn't. I saw the first rough assemblage of the film. Bradley was kind enough to show it to me, and I saw the scene in the parking lot, and I had no idea that our song had now become part of the script. And she turns to him and she goes, "Tell me something," in the parking lot, and I just wanted, all my hair stood up. Sorry, I'm a little lacking on other expressions right now, and I just wanted to run out and call Andrew and Anthony and be like, you're not, like, first of all, we're going to be rich, no. But I wanted to be like, you're not going to believe when you see what they've done with this song. Like, it's on steroids, the emotional weight of it now. Like, I'm so psyched. You can buy the house, Anthony, no. And then I was like, so yeah.
That's your house.
Yeah, I guess. But,
Yeah, we all live together.
Yeah, we all live together. But it really is special. And Bradley, you know, we've all been involved with different songs for different films and stuff. And, like, you know what Bradley does when you see the way that that song is performed and weaved into that narrative is a testament to his thing.
And I wish that you all could have witnessed watching him sing take after take live. This was sung live. Every single time what you see in this film was sung live. It was recorded live. It was recorded live properly so that it would sound fantastic. And he also directed at the same time. And I truly hope that everyone in the room tonight, when they saw our performance, saw the true brilliant man that he is. The actor, the director, the screenplay writer, the producer, the musician.
And we're going to wrap it up with 44 right here.
Congratulations, Lady Gaga's Jazz Rules Daily. I think it's safe to say every monster, everybody who's seen the film gives a damn about the song. It's so beautiful. Why do you think the song resonated? We first heard it back in August when the trailer was released. It's now in March. People have listened to it like thousands of times. Why has it resonated so deeply with everybody?
Do you want to talk a bit about that?
I think Gaga said it before, and I'll just echo it again, and I think it's pretty on point, is that the song started with a conversation. The song itself is a conversation, and it's between a man and a woman, and I think that's maybe there's some timing involved where people's hearts are open to that conversation. And I don't know, maybe that's why it has translated so widely. Someone sent me a couple of videos this week of an entire church congregation singing the song, and I was like, you know, it brought me to tears, actually.
Did your hair stand up?
My hair stood up, but not as high as Mark's.
You know, I really believe in my heart that the unfortunate truth is that our cell phones, as I watch you all typing, are becoming reality. It's becoming reality for the world. And in this song, we provide not just a conversation, but also a very poignant statement. I wish to not be in the shallow, but I am. But I wish to dive off the deep end, and watch me do it. I think this is something that speaks to many people, and during, I think, a very shallow time, it's a chance for us all to grab hands, you know? And just dive off into the water together and swim into the deepest depths of the ocean that we can.
Thank you so much. Congratulations to all of you.
Do you want to say anything?
There you go. Or it could be. We got three of them. And that's what happens when you win an Oscar.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the winner for actress in a supporting role, Regina King, for If Beale Street Could Talk. Okay, and just a reminder to leave those, if I call your number, leave the number up until you have a microphone in your hand. I'm going to start with 21 and go to 116.
Where's 116?
Thank you, everybody. Oh, Regina, congratulations.
Thank you.
First of all, my name is Margaret Crow with KNX Radio.
Hey.
what was it, how sweet was it to have your mom there in the front row with you? Obviously, you gave much praise to her during your acceptance speech. What did it mean to you to have her there tonight?
It's hard to like put it in words really quickly. I feel like it's kind of like one of those full circle moments because so much of the character Shannon Rivers was mapped or inspired by my mother and my grandmother. So to have her there, my family was there, my sister Raina, my son Ian were there. They're both here tonight, and it goes by so fast, and you want to thank so many people, and your mind just goes blank. And, you know, my mom was like the lighthouse right there, and just everything. Thank you.
So we're going to 116 and then back to 258.
Congratulations, right here, Regina, right here.
Right in front,
Congratulations.
right in front.
My real question is, will you adopt me? But at a time when we talk about anger and blame and placing shame on people,
Yes.
how was it to get to say those words and play somebody who believed, you know, to the depth of their soul
Yes.
about love?
Love, persevering. I mean, if Beale Street Could Talk is a beautiful film. It's a beautiful novel. Before it was a film, thank you. Before it was a film, you might be clapping for somebody else, but I'm gonna take that thank you. And where we are, it's to your point, where we are right now, I think that it's a film that breaks through a lot of the sections that exist right now. You know, love is that thing that pushes us through trauma. You know, this is an urban tragedy, but tragedy is something that is experienced no matter what sex you are, no matter what race you are. And love and support is usually what pushes us through, which gets us to the other side. So I think this film is so needed right now because we need a lot of help getting through the other side and seeing how much we are alike. We are different in a lot of ways, absolutely. Our circumstances are so different, but to the core, we're really a lot alike.
We're going to 258 and then 63.
Good evening, Regina King. Regina.
I'm still looking.
To your
there you
left.
go,
Right
sis.
here. How
Yeah.
are you? You look beautiful.
Thank
I saw
you.
the film in Harlem.
Oh,
Congratulations. I am Tanisha Laverne Grant with blackinamerica.com. My question is to you. 400 years ago, this year in 1619, the first slaves were brought to Jamestown. Talk to me a little bit about what it means to stand here today, winning your first Academy Award, the same place where, you know, Hattie McDaniel and so many others who may have been discounted.
Well, I mean, I think it kind of piggybacks on what we were just saying in the last question, that it means so much for me personally because you guys aren't able to witness this, but the love and support and the lifting up that I have received on my journey as an actor in just this last 5 months, how many people have been rooting for me, and it has not just been Black people, although, you know, the Black family has always lifted me, but it's just a reminder of when Hattie McDaniels won, she didn't win just because Black people voted for her. She won because she gave an amazing performance, and especially then, the Academy was not as reflective as it is now. We're still trying to get more reflective, still trying to get there. But I feel like I've had so many women that have paved the way, are paving the way. And I feel like I walk in their light, and I also am creating my own light. And there are young women that will walk in the light that I'm continuing to shine and expand from those women before me. You know, I'm blessed and highly favored. Yeah.
We're going to go to 63, and then I unfortunately do have to wrap it up. I'll do it with 23.
Hi, Regina. I'm Tandra
Hi.
Stedham from The Root. Congratulations.
Hi. Thank you.
Yeah, very well deserved.
Thank you.
So I'm thinking about that very climactic scene when you confronted you and Emily Rios.
Yes.
And it's such a visceral and emotionally wrought scene. So I wanted to ask you, what particular source did you draw from to portray such emotion?
You know, all of us, we just pulled on being women. And we have all been in, if we have not experienced a violation on that level firsthand, we have lifted a sister up through that. And that, you know, even all the way from when the abuelitas came in and escorted her off, that was something that was universal with every woman that had something to do with this production. The understanding and the need to make sure that it was very clear in this story that we all knew that she was raped. It wasn't funny, but she was raped. And we hold each other up through a secret that shouldn't be a secret so often. That's the beautiful thing about the Me Too movement. And the Me Too movement has, I think, has gone even beyond that with creating opportunities for women to find their voice even beyond just being violated sexually, but being marginalized, being violated when you have put in the work to be at the table and being denied a seat at the table. This movement has allowed us and has inspired us to say, no, I am supposed to have a seat at that table. So that energy was going on throughout the production of that film, of this film. Barry supported that and lifted it up as well. And that's the thing, when you have men and women working together, pretty amazing things happen.
And last question.
Thank you.
Right here, Regina. Over here, Tanya Hart. How are you? I
Hey,
told you
Tanya.
you had that winner's dress on.
You did say that.
Congratulations. If
Thank
Beale
you.
Street Could Talk was a very important part of American literature before this movie, what do you think James Baldwin would say right now and feel about this win and about the movie?
I think one word, something that he would say often, amen.
Thank you so much and congratulations.
Thank you.
So I'm not going to go through all the categories this gentleman won this evening, but Best Director, Best Foreign Picture, Best, a lot of, Alfonso Cuaron.
Hello, guys. Hello.
Let's start with 100, and then I'll go to 228 in the back.
It's like an auction here.
Yeah.
And 43.
Hi, congratulations. This film is filled with your love to your country. So I've lived here in LA for 8 years. Now I could more understand the beauty of my country, Japan, and my culture. So you are back to your country to make this film with your people. So could you describe how was your journey to make this film, ended up with the multiple Oscar, and then your dear friend called your name as the best director?
Well, it's a long question. Yeah. Well, the journey has been, as every movie, it's been a very long one. Truth of the matter is that if anything that I have ever done, this is the one that I expected the least. This is not what you would call Oscar bait, you know, in the paper when you do it and when you finish it and when you try to put it together for distribution. And so I'm thrilled that this is happening. Most importantly, that audiences around the world and the Academy are embracing a character who's a domestic worker from an indigenous background.
We're going to go back to 228 and then
Here.
to 233.
In the back. Hola.
Stand up, please. Yeah, there you go. Straight up.
Yep.
Carlos Aguilar from Remezcla. There's a lot of there's a lot of films being made in Mexico and Latin America because the government there funds or helps fund the films of those filmmakers. But U.S. Latinos born in the U.S. Don't have the same access. What do you think needs to change for Latinos in the U.S. to?
No, this is an interesting question because there's so much talk about diversity, and I mean some progress has been made, But definitely the Hispanic Americans and specifically Chicanos are really, really badly represented still.
So let's go
No,
to
it's amazing, you know. It's a huge percentage of the population. So, yeah.
233, and then we'll go to 43.
Hi, Alfonso. Congratulations. I'm Danielle Iman from The Voice of America. How do you know Yalitza is the one?
Wow, it's just that she was to perform probably nowadays my oldest bond of affection, that is Libo. So it was just something that it was completely instinctual. You know, when she walked into the room, I knew it. It was as simple as that. And by the way, it is amazing to observe her work, to watch her work. It's just this woman can do whatever she wants. Just think about this. She had never done a film before. Half of the dialogues are in Mixteco. She doesn't speak Mixteco. She learned the Mixteco for the film with a perfect, not only intonation and accent, but also emotionally truthful. So she's amazing. Thank you.
We're going to go to 43 and then down here to 123.
Matt Fagerholm, RogerEbert.com. Incredible film.
Thank you.
Do you see this as any kind of spiritual companion piece to Children of Men in terms of how both films talk about the plight of, the challenge of bringing new life into a chaotic world? I think both films really play off each other in really provocative ways.
Well, it's as I don't really see my films after I finish them. I prefer to see other people's movies. I don't really think so much about my films. I know that thematically and in terms of cinematic approach, they have a lot of common, but I would go further back probably into Mamá También, that they're kind of very connected. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to tell you something. The whole thematic of birth, I was not even aware that had repeated in other films until you guys, some of you guys from journalists and people from the press and critics mentioned that out. So yeah, I guess that there is a connection, but it's more up to you to find it, I guess. Thank you so much.
We're going to go here to 123 and then to 31.
Hi.
Alejandro Quevedo, Telemundo. First, I have to ask in Spanish, ¿cómo te sientes por romper tantas barreras? Primero con Netflix, tratando el tema de trabajadores domésticas y haciendo la conversación en México de sus derechos, y también de lo que Yalitza ahora ha generado un movimiento más allá. So what's the next step with all these barriers that you have broken from a streaming service like Netflix getting an Oscar to you telling another story that it's completely different and actually breaking the stereotypes that we have in Mexico and around the world?
Mira, nada de esto es por diseño, no está diseñado. O sea, en realidad había una necesidad de hacer esta película. Una vez que estaba la película, era explorar las mejores posibilidades para la película, empujar las barreras de las limitaciones de muchas de esas estructuras. Pero lo más gratificante ha sido la conversación que se ha creado, la conversación acerca de las trabajadoras domésticas y la conversación acerca del racismo. Sobre todo en México, la conversación acerca del racismo en México. Algo que creo que es lo que estamos más orgullosos con la película es que está siendo utilizado como plataforma para dos grandes organizaciones de trabajadores domésticos, tanto en Estados Unidos como en la COSE en México y la Alianza de las Trabajadoras Nacional de las Trabajadoras Domésticas en Estados Unidos, como plataforma de su movimiento. Y indudablemente Yalitza y cómo ha entendido la fuerza simbólica de este momento y con qué inteligencia, respeto y dignidad lo está ejecutando. Entonces eso es lo que más gusto nos da. Muchas gracias.
Going to 31 and then 52.
El clásico.
Hey, Alfonso from Mexico. Gracias, felicidades. This is in English for everybody. We are journalists and we have to publish what you're saying now. And in Mexico, as you know, there is a big party, there is a celebration and expectation. So what you will say to a Mexican who is going to read the newspaper tomorrow about winning Oscar for Best Foreign language picture. What is for you to bring that gold of the Oscar to the country with your movie?
Well, this is a Mexican film. You know, this award belongs to Mexico. You know, it's a Mexican film in every single front. It's not that 95% of the crew was a Mexican crew. And the cast is 100% Mexican. But the thematic, the country, the landscape, everything is Mexico. This film doesn't exist if it's not from Mexico. I put it bluntly, I could not be here if it was not because of Mexico. Thank you very much.
We're going to 52, and then we'll go to 119.
Alfonso, México finalmente ganó la estatuilla por filme extranjero después de 9 intentos. Después de haber recibido tantos galardones, ¿este en específico tiene algún significado especial, siendo algo tan personal para ti?
No, definitivamente. Creo que he venido mis películas han estado nominadas a premios de la Academia, pero ninguna tan personal. Y no solo tan personal, sino que ninguna otra película que he hecho ha tenido la cantidad de nominaciones. En otras palabras, aquí lo que sucedió es que básicamente creo que la vieron como una película. O sea, y eso es testamento de Yalitza Aparicio y Mariana Tavira, que aprendieron a ver a estos personajes. Y al verlos, y no ver su prejuicio, sino a verlos directamente, emocionalmente, sintieron una conexión inmensa. Y entonces yo creo que eso, el reflejo de las distintas nominaciones, es por eso. Pero en realidad, por eso estoy tan agradecido con Yalitza y con Marina.
Muchas gracias.
We're going to 119, and then I do have to wrap it up. I'll end with 32.
Buenas noches, Alfonso. María Hurtado de Univisión. Sin duda esta película...
How's your Spanish, guys?
Sí, I'll do it in English.
Are you doing
Spanish.
good?
Sin duda esta película abrió una conversación para hablar de las mujeres domésticas y también hablar de nuestro México, que somos un pueblo con todo tipo de razas. This film opened a dialogue between what is Mexico and what's our culture, because we're different people in every point of Mexico City. So you open this amazing dialogue with your movie.
No, I'm very pleased about that. As I said it before, it is one of the things that's been the most gratifying of the film. It was not by design. It was something that when I set up to do this film, I was just doing a personal story in the context that I believed it was a truthful story, a truthful context. This conversation, I cannot be proud of, because it's a conversation that should have happened, I'm not saying years or decades, probably centuries ago. And I mean, it's a good thing that is happening, but it's a bit very, very late in the game.
And we're going to wrap it up here with 32.
Uy, es que ya, perdóname. Porque sí.
Oh. Go ahead.
Ahí lo traduce. ¿No?
Oiga, Alfonso, 32.
Dime.
Marcela Vargas, México.com.
Órale.
¿Te pregunto en español?
Pues como quieran, es que es su cuarto.
Vale, pues. Esta película que hiciste en México, regresas a México a filmarla, tocaste el corazón de millones de personas en todo el mundo. ¿Qué eco crees que tengan estos premios, no solo sobre tu carrera como cineasta, sino sobre todo el talento mexicano con el que trabajaste en esta película?
Bueno, mira, en realidad estos premios, como tú lo sabes, hay una parte mediática, hay una parte de industria. Y en ese sentido, cualquier premio a cualquier país beneficia en cuestión de la percepción de la industria cinematográfica. Es innegable, esta película ha sido, no solo son la parte llamada técnica, que yo estoy en contra de llamar esa parte técnica, porque son artistas que están siendo nominados, celebrados, pero tenemos a nuestros dos actrices principales haciendo lo mismo. Eso crea en cuestión industrial una credibilidad. Y eso me parece muy bien. Además, pues de alguna manera facilita las puertas para la apreciación del cine en nuestro idioma. En general y el cine mexicano en particular. porque es una cosa importantísima. Todo el mundo me da mucho gusto que estén celebrando Roma de esta manera, pero creo que este año y los años anteriores han habido películas tan o más importantes que Roma que no han encontrado su lugar. Ojalá Roma sirva para facilitar algunas de esas puertas. Gracias.
Thank you and congratulations.
Muchísimas gracias. Thank you so much, all of you. And thank you for all this long journey. You've been amazingly respectful and supportive. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, winner for actress in the leading role, Olivia Colman for The Favorite. I'm going to start with 106 and go to 86.
Nearly fell over.
Congratulations.
Thank you
I'm
very
Carsten
much.
Peter Zimmermann from Austria.
Hello.
Your speech touched me and it was hilarious. Frankly, how much of that was prepared?
None of it. And I've just been told I completely forgot Melissa and Yulitsa as well. So, but you know, it's not an everyday occurrence. So I don't know how anyone is composed and remembers everything because it's a very weird situation. But to those two beautiful women as well, who I forgot to say thank you to. And
We're going to go back to 86 and then down to 43.
what does that mean? It's like bingo.
Straight
Olivia.
back.
Olivia, UK Press Association, congratulations, massive congratulations on the win. Where are you going to put your Oscar statuette? Where's it going to go?
In bed with me. Between me and my husband. He doesn't know yet. He won't mind.
We'll go to 43 and then 208.
Matt Fagerholm, RogerEbert.com. I knew you were one of the great actors as soon as I saw you in Tyrannosaur years ago. How do you go about finding the tragic and the absurd and vice versa? Because that's what you do so beautifully in this role. It's hilarious and shattering at the same
Well,
time.
that's lovely of you. No. No, that's a lovely thing to say. Thanks very much. I don't know. Sorry.
We're going to come down here to 208 and then back to 85.
Hi, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So, first of all, Broadchurch is not coming back, right?
No, we've done 3. That's it. Sorry.
That's it. Okay.
Sorry.
Were you expecting this at all? Because the
No.
reaction both here as at the ceremony was you were completely blindsided by it. So,
Yeah.
how does it feel like to do this? Like,
I have no idea. I could not tell you what I'm feeling. Next year, I'll be able to put it into words, but I don't know what to do with myself at the moment.
what prepared you for this role?
The script was amazing, and then you just do what's written down. I think, without the writers, without words, we're just bumbling around, miming. So, if the script is good, it's all there. I think.
We're going to go to 85 and then we do have to wrap it up. I'm sorry. So we'll end with 44.
Hi, Olivia. Ben Hoyle from The Times.
Hi.
Hi. How old are your kids and are they watching or not?
They were watching because they're here.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
They're here, so they're in a hotel room watching it? Or?
No, we've borrowed my agent's house.
Oh, brilliant. And how old are they?
13, 11, and 3.
Oh, fantastic.
There
well
was
done.
there was a gap.
Congratulations.
I had to persuade my husband for a few years to help.
We'll wrap it up at 44.
Olivia, it's Jazz Tank here from Awards Daily. Congratulations.
Hello. Thank you very much.
What would Queen Anne say to you right now?
Have some cake. I'm going to find some blue cake. Eat too much and be sick. If you'd seen the film, it makes sense. It wasn't just a weird thing to say.
Thank you so
That's it.
much and
Thank you very much.
congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, winner for supporting actor, Mahershala Ali. I'm going to start with 116 down front and then go to 217.
Hi.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Jeannie.
And your other movie won too.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Verse. Yeah.
This film is about people changing each other, or they're changing because of what they go through. How did this film change you? Could you put that into words? I meant the making of it, obviously.
Well, it was the first time that I had that kind of responsibility. I've always been very fortunate to contribute to stories in a more limited way. And this was the first time in which there was a good degree of the time I was at work and there all day, every day, or all day during the week, And so to shoulder that, to shoulder more responsibility than I'd been accustomed to shouldering, to have to play a character that had attributes that were very different from my own. So therefore I had to let certain things go that were in my personality in order to take on and embrace other attributes that man had. It was constantly sort of negotiating and finding my way to locking into a truth and finding his essence, And so I was really just grateful for failing and succeeding at times and just fishing through it all, digging and excavating and collaborating with Vigo. So I'm sure I didn't answer your question, but it was difficult and beautiful, and very grateful to have gone on the journey.
We're going to come down here to 217 and then back to 23.
Hi, Jenny Montero from German TV Pro 7. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What is going on? It's your second Oscar for a supporting role. How do you feel about it?
I feel very fortunate. I feel fortunate to have been nominated. Any of those gentlemen could have been up here. It would be obviously deserving of being up here. They did wonderful work, beautiful work, work that inspired me. So to be the one that was chosen to get to hold this trophy again, it's not something that I take lightly. It's not something I take for granted. If anything, it makes me more aware of all the people that have really contributed to my life, from childhood to my team that works on my behalf and is always looking to take advantage of the best opportunities, the opportunities that are a fit for me, and so I'm very grateful. The first one helped me get Green Book. I don't think if I hadn't won, I wasn't just getting offers like that. And so to get an Oscar for Moonlight, it changes your profile. It changes. It gets you in other rooms, and it shines a light on your work, and then suddenly you could have been around for 15, 20 years, and suddenly people notice you. And so I'm really grateful for that, because I've been wanting to work and expand and stretch. I've been wanting to stretch my legs for a really long time, and this was the first time I got to stretch my legs.
We're going to 23, and I'm being told I have to wrap it up. I'm really sorry.
I'm to your right, sir. How you doing?
Good, brother.
Joel, the American Urban Radio Networks. You kind of touched on what I was going to ask you a little bit about the failing and succeeding. And then I just wanted to know, what was you thinking when after Moonlight, the time that it takes to come to now? Did you ever feel that failing and succeeding from like Moonlight to now? Or did some things that you thought would happen since Moonlight didn't happen? Can you speak to those things when you...
Look, my life has changed tremendously in 2 years. My daughter just had her second birthday 2 days ago, and I was busy in that time, working. But I think when I say success and failing, I think of them as the same thing, in that as long as you walk away having been improved, having learned from the experience, that is all an education, and so there's things that I try in my work where I personally watch and I feel like it worked, or sometimes I feel like it didn't work, and I try not to be too hard on myself, but I gotta just go for it and take chances and commit and see how things turn out, all with the goal of improving and growing and being stretched and also just making a contribution. I just want to feel like I'm being productive with my time on this earth, you know, and because I just don't take that for granted. And so I will continue to fail and I hopefully continue to succeed and continue to make my best efforts and to do the best work that I could possibly do and be the best person I can be.
Thank you so much and congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.